You think you lost the interview because you didn't answer a question correctly. Well, I'm here to tell you it probably wasn't the reason. The reason usually happens within the first 5 minutes when you're heavily scrutinized and being judged. That's where you're being judged, for the most part, in the first 5 to 10 minutes, mostly in the first 5 minutes. Most people walk out of an interview overplaying, the questions that they missed in their head, and they're thinking, I should have known that. Why didn't I get that answer right? And you're thinking that's probably where I blew it and I'm going to study harder next time. Well, that's not really why you blew it. It's when you ask questions that do not align with the position, that you probably don't even realize how much these questions are judged. For example, if you come right out and ask about PTO, about any room for growth or promotion, and you don't even have the job to begin with, and you're asking about promotion, or if a company is offering 100% on site and you're asking in the first few minutes, what are the odds of this actually going hybrid? These are all signals to the company that you are not aligned with the role and they're judging you right from the get-go. And this is where it goes wrong, because if you think that they're very innocuous questions and they should be fine to ask, it's not that they're not questions that you need to know. I get that, but everything is about timing. You have to ask these questions in the right time. You ask these questions when you know that you're about to get an offer or when you've received an offer. That's when they've fallen in love with you. That's when they really want you. They've worked really hard to, have everybody be on the same page. They want you to be on board. They're very interested in you. That's when you can come back with, what's the PTO like? What's the benefits like? What's the chance of being promotion? Any chance I can work a couple of days a week from home? That's when you start to weigh all your pros and cons about whether you want to accept this offer, not in the first 5 or 10 minutes when they're trying to decide if you're the right candidate for them. Because I'll tell you right now, if there's two candidates that are equally matched and one asks about PTO growth, and can you work remotely a couple of days a week, but they're perfect every other place, and then there's another person that's also very good and they didn't ask those questions. Guess who gets the job? That's the person that gets the job. So ask these questions, absolutely, but ask them at the offer stage when they're ready to make you an offer. And that's how you ace the first 5 minutes in any job interview. You make them fall in love with you, then you ask for all the things that are important to you. You can ask them, but you just got to be careful with timing. If this sounds like something that you might have done in your past interviews and you need help of knowing where you're going off track, just DM me Reboot and I will work out a 1 hour session with you. I'll analyze all your interviews, where you might be going off the rails, and try to get you back on track so you get that job offer. Okay? Thank you and be careful out there.